Hi guys, Steady Eddie here, and in this video we're going to talk a little bit about the current prices of things in Pattaya. Things like hotels, transport, food, drink, and the huge gulf between the general cost of things in Pattaya and the nightlife industry. So here we go, here's Daniel Craig rising from the water.
Now, the cost of hotels in Pattaya is great value, absolutely amazing value. Now, I stayed in a hotel in the Soibakau area for a couple of weeks. I made a video of it, and you can see it's really great value for 1,000 baht a night when you're right on top of town. Now, you can get cheaper than that, as I have got now, a fair bit cheaper, but it always comes with a but. It's quite a way out of town. In fact, the hotel I'm staying in now is pretty much in the middle of nowhere, so I'm having to get Bolt taxis into town, which is a fair distance. But Bolt taxis, this is an example of what great value transport is here. It's not just hotels are great value, but getting around. Bolt taxis, this is a long journey, several kilometers, stuck in traffic. It usually goes about 130 baht for a nice little vehicle like this. 130 baht, that's about £3 in English money for a journey like this. That's pretty amazing. I think that's amazing. Obviously the Bolt, you can get it on your app, on your mobile phone. Also those Baht buses, they've been 10 baht a journey for about ever since I've been coming out here, 20 odd years. And I think it's 20 baht to go to Jomtien, something like that. But you know, those Baht buses around Pattaya, and also Bolt taxis, transport getting around Pattaya is simply terrific value. You know, you really can't fault it for value for money. Hi guys, Steady Eddie here, having a walk along Second Road. I'm passing Soi 6. I'm not going to go down there because it's a bit too naughty, and besides it's morning time, there's nothing happening there. Over there, that's Soi 6-1. I'm not going to go down there either. I might just be well and truly shafted if I go down that way. Okay, anyway, let's have a little walk along here and talk about the general cost of Pattaya right now that I've experienced over the last couple of weeks being here. How long have I been here? 2.5 weeks, something like that. Okay, so little shot of Soi 6 here, a little shot of Soi 6. There you go, I can get away with this. The currency exchange, currently I can see 44.85 Thai baht to a pound, 35.30 to a US dollar, 23 something to an Australian dollar. Very good. So anyway, there's Soi 6, that lively little knocking shop by the sea. I was in there the other day, okay, and I'll mention that later. Yes, as some of you may know, I am a little bit partial to love in the afternoon. Oh, I do like a bit of love in the afternoon. Except the other day, on my visit to Soi 6, my love in the afternoon didn't exactly go as planned. I'll sort of mention that later on in the video. Oh my God! Surreal or what? I can see a jumbo jet. There is a jumbo jet over there. Wowee! Yabba dabba doo! What the hell's it doing here? I don't know how they got that here, probably got it in part, but I believe it's a restaurant. It looks like looks like you could do with a watch, doesn't it? Yo! Bit of road rage there. Bit of road rage. Let's get across the road and see what we can see. Like you say, transport getting around, those bar buses, they do go on a fair journey. 10 baht to ride along Beach Road or Second Road. Brilliant value. You can't beat it. You really can't do better. Okay, I'm going to cross the road. I'm going to cross the road right now, and we are going to get a nice shot of a jumbo jet. There you go. Magnificent. Yo! That looked fantastic. Okay, so here we go. This is quite surreal. I've never actually seen anything like this before, and I don't know what it's all about, but it all looks nice. Now, I believe at night time, I've seen some night shots of this, and it looks really lively. There's markets and there's food and all kinds of stuff going on here, but this is about 11 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Anyway, let's just get a little shot of this jumbo jet. I believe it's a restaurant inside. Just look at that. Just look at that. Magnifico. There you go. So, who's been on one of these? Probably most of us. I've been on one anyway, but when you look at it here, it's a monster, isn't it? Yo! It's a monster. Absolute monster. So, the restaurant clearly isn't inside the jumbo jet. It's clearly below it. So anyway, there's the doorway. It hasn't got a ladder, so they don't want anyone climbing up there. There you go, Pattaya's jumbo jet. Can I get a good selfie shot with the jumbo jet? Let's have a little look. Let's see, blocking it out in the sunlight. Okay, yeah, I can see it. There you go. There you go. Whoa! Good shot. Like I say, I mean, it's something different, isn't it? It could do with a bloody good wash and a paint. I know that much, but yeah, and it's like a boat. You don't realise how big a boat is until you see it out of the water. You don't realise how. I mean, just look, it's like a block of flats with wings. Magnificent. Anyway, there you go. If you want to get up close and personal to a jumbo jet, you can do so in Pattaya. Okay, so we're talking about the general cost of things up to now in Pattaya. Well, we've talked about hotels, still terrific value. Like you say, I'll repeat myself, the hotel I stayed in Soiba Cow, 1,000 baht a night, right on top of the action, excellent. This hotel I'm staying in now, about 600 baht or something like that per night. Swimming pool, but it's a little bit in the middle of nowhere, so it involves those boat taxis. But fair enough, it's still unbelievably cheap. Hotels, transport, great value, both of them. Okay, so what else is there? Well, how about beer? Now, I've discussed beer before, so I'm not going to bang on about it too much. But I haven't been drinking too much beer. But what I have, it seems to me that it's similar. You know, along the Soiba Cow area, you can still, on Second Road, you can still get bars for 60 baht. I noticed in a place in LK Metro, I think it was called the Time Bar, the happy hour goes on for a very long time, and I was getting beer for 50 Thai baht in that bar the other day. That's in LK Metro. 60 baht, you can still get the 55 baht. It's still very cheap. Some of the other bars, maybe the beachfront ones, may be wanting 75 or 80 baht for a beer. That's a 330 cl bottle, but it's still very cheap. You can still get beer very cheap out here. In nightclubs and whatever, well, it's walking streets and nightclubs are probably going to be a lot more expensive. But I was in a go-go bar in Walking Street area, well, 2 go-go bars as a matter of fact, and I still managed to get draft beer for about, draft Chang for about 89 baht, I think it was, something like that. For a you know, for a half pint or maybe a little bit more than a half pint, whatever it is. So even in a go-go bar, if you want to go in there and be a cheapskate and just drink draft beer all night and layer at the girls and all of that kind of stuff, it's still very, very reasonably good value. Whereas if you go in a live band bar, well, what are you talking about there? A live band bar, oh, more expensive. Well, let's see, that taxi that I just got was 130 baht for a hell of a journey, and yet you can go in a bar in Walking Street and 130 baht for one beer would be cheap. Some of the ones with live bands, I mean, you may be talking 150, 160 baht. Now, this is the thing about Pattaya. The thing about Pattaya is that there's a huge gulf between how cheap things are and how expensive the nightlife is. As soon as you enter the nightlife scene, things get a lot more expensive. In fact, generally, the cost of hotels, transport, food, beer is quite cheap, but when you have nights out and you want to indulge with the ladies, obviously that's when your price goes on to another level. Well, not just another level, but a far more expensive level. The cost of bar fines, lady drinks, you know, the cost of female company, well, that's another subject, and we'll talk about that in another video. But let's just say that it's not cheap. Compared to all the other stuff that I've discussed, it's not cheap. You know, and although, having said that, hello, having said that, if you like a little bit of love in the afternoon, like I love love in the afternoon, then that's very, very reasonable. You know, you could be talking, you know, 1,000 baht for a bit of love in the afternoon. Plus, maybe if you're in Soy 6, lady drinks and rent of the room is about 500. So, if you, you know, if you like a good old dirty massage, and some of those girls are absolutely beautiful, or a nice little visit to Soy 6, you can still find that to be very, very reasonable value. Very reasonable. Great value, as a matter of fact. So, but if you want to get a girl out of a beer bar or worse, a go-go bar, oh, I remember the days when I could go into a go-go bar and, you know, meet a nice bird, really hot bird, and bring him back to my hotel for a bit of, you know, a bit of fun and games. And, you know, it was quite reasonable then. Go-go bars have always been more expensive than other places, but now I wouldn't indulge in any of that. You are talking ridiculous prices, depending who you listen to. Long time you could be talking, oh, you tell me. I've heard 5,000, 6,000. I've heard bar fines about 1,000, 1,500 in these go. They're all ridiculously expensive, very, very expensive. And this brings me back to another subject about if you're going to pay that amount of money for a bit of, you know, rumpy-pumpy, then you've got to make damn sure that you rise to the occasion. So, this brings me to what happened to me the other day in my little Soy 6 adventure. I went to Soy 6 and I met a nice girl there, and it was great fun, and she was a lovely girl, and you know, it put me in a good mood and all of that. But cut a long story short, I didn't rise to the occasion. I suffered from a bit of Brewers Droop. In other words, little Eddie, my faithful little Eddie, let me down. And I thought, oh my God, she tried hard, this girl, she tried hard so much. But little Eddie just wasn't having it. I think what it was is that early on in the day, I ate at this cafe place where I'd been eating near the hotel. And, you know, what I was eating didn't feel right. You know, it was a breakfast, but it didn't go down too well. And a couple of hours later, I wasn't feeling too good. You know, nothing running to the toilet or nothing like that, but I just didn't feel quite right. But I thought, what the hell? So I went into, I thought, well, I've got to do so. I went into town and I went to size 6 anyway, but I wasn't feeling 100%, and it just showed. I mean, little Eddie just wasn't doing it today, you know. So I came out of there thinking, oh well, no use crying over spilt milk. It's happened before. It's happened before. These things happen, you know. I mean, whoever said that life is perfect? Whoever said that life is reliable? These things happen, and it happened to me. And anyway, all I'm saying is that if you're going to suffer a bit of Brewers Droop, then you may as well suffer a bit of Brewers Droop in a cheaper establishment. If you're paying an astronomical amount of money for one of these go-go girls, then you better make damn sure that you rise to the occasion, because if you don't, then that is a colossal amount of money that has gone down the Swanee River. Am I making sense? Okay. Hello, buddy, how are you? Hello? All right. Don't worry, there's a madman on the loose. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. Copyright music. Hey, I can't get through a video without whinging about copyright music. So anyway, there I've had my little whinge, my little rant and rave. These things happen. These things happen. Okay? So we discussed a little bit about the cost. I mean, Pattaya is still a very, very cheap place, very good value for a lot of things. Not that much difference than last time, but like you say, it's the nightlife. It's the nightlife where you're going to pay a lot of money. Fortunately, I'm not really that much into nightlife in this day and age, because, you know, you're buying drink after. I don't drink that much now anyway, and if you just drink it all night, then your bill is just going to go through the roof. We'll talk a bit more about ladies and bar fines and all that kind of stuff in another video. But before I have a little walk along the beach, let me just mention something else, okay? Now, Pattaya is not always the best place to make YouTube videos, but I've done okay up to now. But while I've been here, something else has sort of crept up. It's the Steady Eddie Live channel. Yes, I have another live channel, okay? It's called Steady Eddie Live. The link is in the description on this channel. And basically, the way I'd like to work it is that I'd like this channel to be exclusively for videos, and the Steady Eddie Live channel to be for live streams and maybe a few other little bits of odds and ends. Now, this week, I've been doing sporadic live streams. I do love that word, sporadic. Sporadic live streams. What I've been doing, I have data on my phone now. So I've been doing some live streams, and really, what can I say about the live streams that I've been doing on the Steady Eddie Live channel? What I can say about those live streams is that they are absolutely awful. They're the worst live streams that you've probably ever seen. I've been doing these live streams often about 1 o'clock in the afternoon Thai time, which is about 6 a.m. in the morning. Now imagine people back in England are getting up early, they're going to work on a freezing cold winter's morning, and then this idiot comes along. I mean, some of the live streams are just, they're so bad. I did one live stream where I was wandering around town, eating a cornetto, and the stream got demonetized because I started singing the old cornetto advert. I think that's why it got demonetized. Just one. No, I'm not going to do it because they demonetized the last stream. But worse than that, when I played the stream back, there I am wandering around with bloody chocolate ice cream all over my chin. I mean, what an idiot. Imagine walking around the streets of Pattaya with chocolate ice cream all over your chin. How bad is that? Another live stream, I had to swim in a hotel pool and then declared myself that I am the man from Atlantis, reborn. I mean, absolute crap, terrible live streams. But people we've got a good little community there. And also with those live streams, I kind of feel more relaxed on the Steady Eddie Live channel. I'll tell you why I feel more relaxed on it. Because, you know, I don't feel under pressure on that channel. I can make an absolute fool of myself, which I often do. And on the Steady Eddie Live channel, I can also pour things out to people. I can also pour my heart. I mean, I've done that live stream the other day simply because, you know, I haven't suffered a bout of Brewers Droop. I wanted to pour my heart out. And the guys who were watching the stream, they were listening to me pouring my heart out. over the Brewers Droop issue, and they were very, very comforting. So come and tune into the Steady Eddie live channel. It's sporadic for now. I like that word, sporadic. It's sporadic because you don't always feel up to a live stream, so it's kind of sporadic. But have a look at them anyway and see what you think. I mean, you may think it's the worst live stream that you've ever seen in the history of live streams. But you may think, you know what, that's so bad, it's good. I mean, you may even watch a live stream, which, at 6 o'clock in the morning, UK time, then you may go to work, and, you might have a big grin on your face, and your miserable colleagues say, what are you grinning at on this miserable winter's day? And you say, because I kicked off my day by watching this idiot out in Thailand who can barely swim, who's got a beer belly, and he's proclaiming himself to be the man from Atlantis. Now, what more can be better than that? Okay, so anyway, tune into the Steady Eddie live channel. The link is in the description. Let's talk a bit of bollocks together. And in the meantime, I'll be back with more. I'll be back with more bollocks. See you soon.
Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video, and in the meantime I'm going to tuck into my favourite lamb roast at the beer garden for the very reasonable price of 320 baht. All the best, guys. See you soon.